While we plan this evening, as much as I try to conceptualize and write about this podcast, I was falling short of ideas, I was falling short of concepts, I was falling short of words to pen this conversation. As a dear mentor and a friend that you've been, there's so much that I can write about you or ask you. And that's why I said, let this be just a free-flowing, friendly conversation that we can have together. So that's the reason. There are not much questions that I've planned, but I think this podcast will bring out the best out of you.
Well, Gabriel, firstly, happy evening and thank you for having me over. This is, in fact, I've been to many podcasts before and spent almost 26 years in the real estate. Everybody wants a lot of insights about real estate, about analytics, about numbers, about so much, the industry has to offer. But this is the first time I actually feel that this is a dipstick into my own emotions and my own journey and my whole evolution as a person. So I'm so happy and glad that I took up this opportunity, and thank you for having me. Thank you.
Great. So as you begin, Mr. Harish Shroff, the Director of Sales and Marketing with Nyati Builders, it's such a big conglomerate, heading such a wonderful position. What we want to understand is, how's this journey been for you?
If I have to describe in one word, magical. It's been 26 years, Gabriel. I distinctively remember 22nd June 2000, which changed my life. Dr. Nitin Nyati, while the Nyati group was growing and we were in Bombay, my dad had some investor relationships with Mr. Nyati then. It so evolved that one day he walks into my office. I had just graduated. I was doing my post-graduation. And there comes this man with a great vision, and as if he could see the future. And the way he envisaged his entire plans to me. And as a youngster, I was not only overwhelmed, but it was a moment of awe. I was in his awe.
Wow.
And with the enthusiasm and the zeal which he explained his entire dreams to us, especially me sitting in that room, was really looking forward. And I was, somewhere in my heart requesting God to make sure that, somewhere there's an opportunity to work with sir. And it happened on the same day. I got my offer from Mr. Nyati then to start their Bombay operations. And all at 20, I just plunged into it.
So you were handpicked by Mr. Nitin Nyati.
Dr. Nitin Nyati is the sun and we are the sun rays.
Wow.
He's the man who has created this group. He's the man who showed us the path, who has navigated all of this through his vision and created so many beautiful verticals. And in this whole memories of 26 years, there are countless, like a zillion memories I have of that man.
Wow. So I have read up your LinkedIn account.
Yeah.
It says you joined as an intern and now you stand as a director in the same organization.
Yes.
It's a wonderful journey of about 25 odd years, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
In this 25 odd years, I'm sure you've seen the complete organization landscape. What were the couple of instances that bring to your memory as this evening goes by?
26 years, Gabriel, is a very long time. To summarize a few emotional moments will not do justice. But yes, there are some things which I just cannot forget.
Right.
That definitely I can share with you. My first work day at the Nyati Group's office in Pune, the way I was welcomed with a handful of people. We were just about 15 or 20 people. And today we are 2,000.
Oh, goodness.
Our first step into an office at Kalani Nagar, where it was a bungalow curated into an office. Our journey there and how we had the moments growing the company, and along with the company we too were growing. Then our first step into our headquarters, Nyati Unitary, that's a very emotional moment. The advent of the Corinthians Club, which changed the entire hospitality landscape of the city. The engineering upliftment and the engineering techniques which kept on evolving, and soon we got into 2016, we got into a professional contracting division and an arm. That's been a beautiful memory. To latest being creation of Swabhiman, our own individual defense vertical, our creation of a Nyati NRI office. We have the first office in Dubai 15-20 years back.
Wow.
I remember that, setting up that office, and countless memories. If you tell me the latest,
yes,
the addition of Swastik, the wellness sanctuary at Khadakwasla, that's been pretty close to us, and that's joined our family as a new vertical as well.
Wow.
So Millions of memories, yes.
So what I understand about you, Mr. Harish, is you're a dreamer. You visualize something and you pursue it.
Yes.
In this context, I've always seen, and while we've worked together so closely, is you conceptualize this concept called Nyati County Fest.
Yes.
How did you dream about this? What made you think about this? You're a heartfelt sportsman by yourself. Why did you come up with something like this, being from real estate and jumping into something like this?
To begin with, the core of this entire thought, Gabriel, was emotion.
Right.
And I still remember 5 years back when we initiated this Nyati County Fest. It was an ideation stage sitting at county where I recollect then it was about 18 or 20 societies.
Right.
We were all together. We were doing some sort of a welfare discussion for the larger commune at large. And we thought, why not? Do something for our own community, our children, our people across. We were 20,000 people, citizens of Nyati County then. That's where something manifested in me that we could make this into a sporting, athletic, marathon kind of a thing where all-inclusive community participates,
Right.
and has a memory for life. And it all started with the idea, and today it's a grand success. And sitting after 4 seasons,
Right.
we're already planning a 5th season
Launching
with
the
a,
5th one.
absolutely, and with a great zeal, new excitement. As this season's punchline says, it's bigger, bolder, and louder.
Wow, I wanted to do once again with the camera, the punchline for season 5.
It's bigger, it's bolder, and it's louder.
Yes! So County Fest season 5 is coming soon.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So this was one zeal, a property that you curated from the very thought of sports. Real estate as a gamut is growing so big. What I also understand is you've plunged into a country like Dubai. In UAE, you found your feet there. An Indian brand, very local of Pune, goes all the way to Dubai. How was this complete thought process? I want to know, did you really dream about this? What happened? Or you had a cup of coffee with someone pushed you for this? What is it like?
2005, there was a trend of Indian developers holding stalls in various exhibitions across GCC. That time, Dubai was a very good market for all the Indian builders. It was very popularly known that it was more on the southern builders used to get, the builders from the southern India, south.
Yes.
And I remember that we were very few builders from Pune who used to be there. So at one time, Bombay was a hot favorite. Then was, of course, all the south cities. So we used to find ourselves very isolated in these exhibitions. But slowly, but steadily, but surely, we participated in each and every exhibition which went there. So I used to go there annually, maybe twice. 2008, we had a bunch of close to about 60 customers, which we had organically accrued over a period of time through the exhibition routes and word of mouth. We decided that servicing them will become a little challenge. So why not have a setup there? So we took an office in a shared kind of a office space, a table space or something like that, just about 10 by 10. And we appointed a manager and we started the journey of servicing 60 clients to make sure that their bookkeeping, their accountability, their post-sale service, which includes renting, so forth. All that, communication should flow seamlessly. 2008 and today 2025, 17 years. In 2016, we bought our own office.
Wow.
And today, God's been very kind, Gabriel. We have over 1,000 customers. Every month, we add around 5 to 7 families. And as the media spend in Dubai is very expensive,
Right.
all have organically joined the Nyati family through word of mouth because of a service. Product, quality, everything is definitely there. But most important that all these customers have been through a circle of the entire investment and cashing on the post-sales experience and then recommending the brand to others.
Wow.
So that's where we are, and we recently bought our own office. And I don't think so many people know, but I would like to take this platform to share that officially Nyati Developments LLC has been curated in Dubai. And in November 2025, if everything goes well, God willing, we'll be launching our first real estate project in Dubai.
Wow! Congratulations on this
Thank you
big
so much.
announcement.
Thank you so much.
What a platform that to begin on.
I couldn't just hold myself.
Thank
it was
you
so
so much.
emotional because when you brought out the Dubai subject, Dubai, like defense, is
Right.
extremely close to me.
Yes.
So hence there's a special liking for the place, and here we are.
So every project that I've heard from you, I see a different passion in your eyes. At times I've also seen this, and this is where I'm moving our conversation towards how do you inspire the young people. In today's genre, the Gen Zs, as most of us are a little worried how to work with them, and this is what the podcast Heartbeat is. How do we relentlessly bring them to the way we want them to work, or they have another attribute? So I see this passion in your eyes, the way you work. What's that one message? Because I've also heard the other side. Is it a right decision to go to Dubai as a product? Would the product sell there? And there are a lot of voices which keep telling you, listen, it might not be a right decision. How do you fight across all this and still be a winner on the other side?
I think I've been in this position where I'm at the cusp of experience and youth and a future risk-taking ability at the right time. And I won't shy away from saying that at 46 years, I think I am at the right balance between experience and the new gen communicating with me effectively. And a very large support has been Mr. Nitin Nyati's sons, Piyush and Pranav. They're extremely close to me and they represent the so-called Zen, the new generation.
Yes.
And I'm blessed with an 18-year-old daughter. So at that level also I can connect as to what ideas are flowing through the youth.
Exactly.
As to what their preferences are, as to what their likings are, how would they like to approach a certain subject. And let's be honest, if you're looking at an age group of between 18 to 24, you can't hold their attention for more than 20-25 minutes if you're looking at a screen or you're talking to them. You have to continuously evolve your dialogue with them to keep it more interesting.
True.
Why do you think everybody's hooked on to YouTube and the reels and everything? Everybody wants a very quick fix. Max 20 minutes, you're anything more than that.
Beyond that, they are lost.
So you have to constantly engage, Gabriel, with the youth in order to make sure your message is communicated to them very effectively. There are means and mediums to do that. And with Dr. Nyati sitting at the helm of this entire ideation stage, there's a lot of brainstorming which happens within the boardroom. There are no boardroom wars as people think. There's no boardroom wars. There's a very free-flow discussion. And Dr. Nyati has set a culture where everybody can freely express themselves and look at the risk leverage kind of a situation. We can discuss it mutually, and eventually whatever is right is decided upon.
Right.
So I think communicating with the generation Z or generation Alpha, Beta, I don't know, there are just growing. Sometimes they call me millennials, sometimes they call me baby boomers. I don't know what they mean, but I really enjoy that conversation with my daughter as well. But it's to connect with them is to make sure you're engaged with them in the way they want.
Wow. So when I say this, when we are connecting with them, and as an intern, when you've joined this organization, I'm sure you as a person and your organization as a complete whole, you're open for Gen Zs and the interns to come on board.
Absolutely.
Wow.
In fact, I had a team of about close to 126 people. 60% would be under 30.
Excellent.
Yes. In fact, the ideas which they come up with are path-breaking. You have to be receptive. I think most of the leaders or organization, fail is that then they see that they've been there, done it all.
Right.
And I, in my address to my team, even I'm learning today. See, if today there is an ideation discussion happening, and a 21-year-old who has joined my pre-sales team comes up with an idea about how do we process the lead generation.
Right.
It's a good idea. I think people have forgotten gratitude. People have forgotten empathy. People have forgotten appreciation. As much as young they are, 18, 21, 24, 28, 30, all need validation in life, Gabriel.
Right.
Everybody comes with a sense to contribute. But if that contribution is not appreciated, if that contribution, although valid, is not being receptively accepted, it's a demotivating. And me, after 26 years, would learn everything every day. And if there's somebody coming in, giving a brilliant idea, just take your hat off.
Let's receive it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just adding to your kitty of knowledge. And why not? In my experience, I would only say one thing. I don't know whether I'll be looked upon very differently for saying that, but it's a very popular belief that change is the only constant. You must have heard it like a million times, online, offline.
Yes.
Your elders giving it to you. I have only taken one path, and I firmly believe
Right.
that change is inevitable, need not be constant.
Right.
So a change for the sake of change should not be encouraged unless it's moving you to a better orbit. At the same time, I do accept that change is inevitable but need not be constant.
Exactly.
If something is already working for you, it's getting you the results. Let the good not be the enemy of your best. If you're doing something great,
Continue
and you've reached,
doing it.
yes.
Why you just want to interrupt it just for the heck of change is a constant factor.
Something works for some organizations, and we are in real estate, right?
Right.
Real estate is all about emotion because you consume real estate every day.
Exactly.
Whether it's your office, whether it's your home, a garage, you consume it every day.
Exactly.
So the point is that ours is a very emotionally driven profession.
Exactly. Yes.
So that is the key difference. So I'm not for change unless it's required.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to catch on to that line. You're not for change because the stability that you've had on your profile is something very rare. And I think the youth want to hear why did you take this chance? Because if I look at resumes, and we get a lot of resumes at Rapture, I've seen 3 months movements, I've seen 6 months movements, I've seen 3 years, and in today's day, I call 3 years loyalty. I'm like difficult to get. Your resume, if it's ever built, it'll say that one line in bold: born at Nyati, died at Nyati.
Yes.
Oh goodness, I love that line from
which,
you.
Yes. Actually, at
If you
public
can say
gatherings.
that once again, it'll be nice.
Yeah. In fact, all over LinkedIn, and people ask me, where have you worked? What is your ambition? What is your aspiration in life? And I always say, Harish Shroff, born at Nyati, will die at Nyati. Simple. There is no resume I have. And last year, when it was my work silver jubilee anniversary, and I just put a moment of gratitude on the LinkedIn. The whole LinkedIn went berserk. They thought I'm moving on. And this whole thing, I had to immediately call my editor and say, boss, please change. I'm not moving. It's my elevation to the next role.
Yeah.
So it all was a frenzy. I still remember that day. I got like hundreds of calls and I'm like, sir, it's an editing error.
I remember.
It's my gratitude to the brand, not
Yes.
that I'm moving on. Can't imagine a day
I
without
remember
Nyati.
we were cutting a cake and celebrating with you at your Baner site, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes.
And this frenzy outburst on LinkedIn, and you're like,
I
goodness.
can't. June 2023. It was. I
Everyone's
remember
calling
that.
you up.
Yeah. I don't want to remember the day, but it was a little clerical error, but it's fine. I mean,
Yes.
for me, I am born at the brand, and I will make sure I'm here. I've taken a pledge,
Right, sir.
so I'm gonna train Piyush's and Pranav's children also.
Oh goodness, that's going to be a long-term legacy.
Absolutely. I'm not going anywhere. So I told the boys that the day when their children join the office, I'll retire from here. So it's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go. But if I look at this kind of mindset, what is that one thing that one should look at in himself to stick around to the passion that he's driven with, rather than just job hopping and moving from place to place? How does that build for a person?
Patience. I think to really take this journey this far, it's a two-way street.
Right.
Nyati Group, the ownership, the leadership, the management, the employees, they have also walked this journey with me, and we've all learned that patience is the key.
Right.
And observation. I think my career path has been very transformational because when I observe a lot of things, I need to keep my mind cool.
Right.
I need to keep my words sweet. I need to keep a lot of conviction in my heart along with patience that the right things will happen. And since 2012, Nyati sir introduced us to the path of infinitism. So we are a very firm believer of manifestation, positivity, gratitude. Okay. We always believe that whatever you give to the universe is actually happening. So we are here to promote and propagate only positive things, positive ideas. to do value creation for the organization, to do value creation for our customers, our vendors. And hence we coined the vision of the group is to be the first choice.
Okay.
It actually originates from there, Gabriel.
Right.
And that's a belief I've had. Some things have changed. Some people have moved on. Some people are not a part of the journey anymore. But the DNA remains the same.
Right.
Ethical, company,
Transparent.
absolutely. Emotionally driven, and that's what has got us here.
Excellent. Mr. Harish, when you are looking at these two big profiles called marketing by itself and sales, I'm pretty intrigued. Having both under your own control and thought process is very difficult. When it talks about marketing, I want to remember that one campaign that was like a make and break and a breakthrough for you. And along with that, when it comes to sales, I want to ask a lot more questions.
Sure.
So, marketing, while it's from your heart.
Marketing is something which is a continuous process. And I want to tell you all guys out there, don't think marketing as an expense. That's the most, non-negotiable thing you're doing actually. Marketing is an investment.
Right.
It's not an expense. Everybody talks about ROIs, yes, it's a commercial industry. You're supposed to be conscious about what you're investing in. You're supposed to be conscious about your lead costs and so forth. But when it comes to the brand, it's an investment.
Exactly.
A lot of people have worked very hard to get the brand Nyati today where we are in 28 years. It's very important for us to be seen, to be heard. In our business, we often say that you have to be loud to be heard. So whether they are awards, whether they are credits, whether there is recognition, whether there are announcements of new projects, launches, sustainable campaigns, festivity campaigns, media plans across the sustaining months of every year, we've been there, done it all.
Right.
And marketing, when you look at it, has evolved so much. I mean, there was a time where the print used to rule.
Exactly.
Today it's a digital era.
Completely
Today,
changed.
most of our budgets are poised towards, the digital spends. The whole audience has changed. The average age of the buyer has gone down. The availability of money is there.
Exactly.
There is money available through loans, through credits, which was not there 20, 30 years back.
Exactly.
And the average today, the trend of nuclear family has evolved. COVID has taught us a new art of living. And we value life. And hence, what has happened that real estate from suddenly becoming just another asset class has become the preferred asset class. Nothing can keep you safer than your own home. Nothing. Exactly. COVID was just a testimony to show that the real investment is your own home. That's where you see a huge trajectory going towards end users.
Having your own place, safe place for you and your family. Right.
So marketing, in my opinion, Gabriel, is a 24/7 communication to your consumers across. The difference is you need to continuously communicate. How they listen to it is their preference.
Right.
But you have to be present across all mediums.
I think I look at it like this, a very simple word, but it was always said, out of mind, out of sight.
Absolutely.
So the moment I stop branding, and sometimes in marketing, I always say this, that rather than doing that one huge spend in that last 3 months and being off the charts for the next 9 months is a wrong gimmick. I look at it in this way that you spend wisely, but be there across for all the 12 months makes a lot of impact. What do you think on it?
100%. Every minute, whether today, nowadays, even the online reputation management has become a task or a vertical by itself. There are organizations which, hire people only to look after their online reputation. It is so critical. See, when an online marketing or a media strategy or a campaign kicks off, you're communicating to the virtual world through various mediums.
Right.
Whether it's Meta, Facebook, everything. The consumer on the other side of the screen decides how to consume it and when to consume it.
You can't push them.
No,
Exactly.
not at all. Not at all.
Exactly.
Why do you think the era of exhibitions kind of died out?
Yes, we don't see them around.
Because now real estate comes to you at the comfort of your own home, on your screens, on your tabs, on your phones. Why would you go to an exhibition and compare 50 developers? Anyways, the market's shrunk.
The best ones are already left.
Yes. And with more market-assisted tools like AI, like Navigo, like walkthroughs and 3Ds. You're actually teleported to the apartment you're seeking to buy. There's so much of marketing, sales assisted tools which have come in now. At the comfort of your drawing room or your office, you can.
Why would you step out to just visualize that?
Absolutely. So real estate is largely, in the last 2 years, very largely tech driven.
Wow.
Yeah. Marketing is tech driven.
So while you've seen the phase of manual sales, like if I may say, like one-to-one, where we have actually been there, now you're getting customers who are prepared. They've done their analysis so well when they come across with you. So they are better learned than us. Sometimes I say it this way. How do you see and perceive this tech taking another turn in the next 5 years?
See, again, tech at different age groups will play a very different role.
True.
To a youngster who is under 30, 35, for him, everything, the comfort of his home, how well automated his home is, how safe the commune is, how safe the environment is, a lot of thing goes into that. So for a senior citizen, it's a different take when he uses AI. He'll be more relying on videos, testimonies, and a person who understands walkthrough, who understands these tools, will relate to the kind of an aspiration he's expecting from the apartment. So tech for the next 5 years is going to be insane. I'm talking about bots, chatbots. On the website, earlier having a website was a privilege. Today, how faster is your downloading page time? How quicker is your website? How seamless the interface is? What kind of a chatbot is engaged with the consumer? There's so much which goes into just a website.
Exactly.
So can you imagine the whole virtual world out there? So today, next 5 years, Gabriel, I think we are talking about amazing lead management systems coming in. I have a feeling, which I'm already experimenting as one of my new lead management initiative, that a bot will hear your and the prospecting customer's conversation and grade the call.
Wow.
And will gauge through the voice modulation, through the intensity of the conversation, the intent of buying, and will grade that intent on a 1 to 10. And that will decide the kind of a seriousness that lead is actually attracting. In the world where, in our example, we do close to say 2,000 visits across all my sites. By the grace of God, we have about 16 projects in Pune today. So when we do a kind of a 2,000 to 3,000 site visits, we're looking at a certain percentage of a conversion, right?
Right.
Amidst the entire, how do you find this needle in the whole sack? You have to actually focus on the lead which engaged with you, not necessarily on the duration.
Right.
But the kind of a lead engagement which was with you in order to understand whether the product matched, the pricing matched, the location matched, the product life cycle matched, whether it's under construction, ready possession, advanced stage of construction. And fifth, intent to buy and the decision making when it is going to happen. If all these 5 check boxes happen, then it's a very hot lead for you.
Exactly.
But that is your and my take on it. The algorithm which is running today
is far superior.
You can actually remodule your entire leads and rechurn them and get a sense of understanding that how an entire database can still churn out a couple of bookings. You think it's gone, but it's not actually. So that is where the tech is going to play a very, very crucial role in the next 3 to 4 years.
Wow. So I've seen that while tech is being evolved and it's going so super fast, but the human touch cannot be taken away. What's your take on that?
True that. Real estate is all about emotion.
Exactly.
I can get the horse to the well, but I cannot tell him to drink water. So the tech part will always drive the conversation and the consumer to the decision making. But ultimately, it's about touch feel.
Right.
So why do you think in this era of modern, tech supports and everything, you still need a sample flat? Sometimes you even need an experience center to take this journey of the consumer to make him aware about what you're going to offer. So that conversation when you have, and I have spoken about this in my past addresses also, that okay, you're buying an apartment or you're buying an investment, right? You're putting in 10 to 15 years of your savings and you're taking 20 years of home loan. 35 years of your life you're investing in the development.
One go. Oof. Yes.
So as much as I will be engaged with the decision, I will be on it. So human connect and human emotion cannot be dissected from real estate.
Wow.
So if somebody is investing 20-30 years of his life and giving you his hard-earned money, human emotion cannot be detached. That's my take on it.
So I think it's so important. I mean, I'm now shifting gears towards sales. What I'm understanding out of the zeal and passion of sales is you literally feel the client's emotion while you're sitting on the other side. It's not the product which matters for you, it's the client's perception.
I always tell my team, don't make it transactional.
Right.
If it's transactional, he's your one-time buyer. If it's emotional, he's your brand ambassador.
Wow.
Now you decide which route you want to take. Do you want to really make sure that you're creating a brand ambassador of Nyati when you give him the product, the service, and at the same time financial loyalty to the company? I'm requesting. I don't want this to be misread, but financial loyalty to the company, service loyalty to the consumer. That's the two mantras you should keep.
Wow.
And I think you've nailed it. Yes.
So as sales is so evolving, we are churning out big numbers, and I'm sure targets are growing by the year. How do you, look at that balance between managing your work life and they so-called call it the work-life balance? I'm still decoding that term to a largest extent. But I've always seen you, Mr. Harish, whatever hour I've spoken to you, 12 in the midnight, 5 in the morning, 8 in the morning at your gym. How is this energy always there?
When you love what you do and what you do is what you love is the entire answer to your question.
Wow.
If you get yourself motivated, if you get that one day in the morning where you feel the motivation is little less,
right?
Look around, look back and see how many lives you've touched and made a difference to. And giving a home is the most beautiful thing.
People remember you for years together.
Oh, I still remember my first client.
I love to hear that.
In June 2000, I was in Nofra, Navy Nagar, Kolaba then when I sold the first apartment to a naval officer then. Today is my account. Today's children have invested with me as well. Wow. It's the second generation which has come. Absolutely. So, and today also there are people who sit in the balcony and when they see a very good, landscape view of the whole county or any other, location they have their apartment in, and they'll simply call up, Harish, I'm sitting in the apartment you gave me 10 years back. I just wanted to check it's the same number. This view is beautiful, man. Thank you for this house. So that blessing when you give somebody a good home with a good intent.
Right.
So intent is very important. Everybody is building brick and mortar, right?
Yes.
But today, if I'm making this difference with my emotion involved in it, it makes my journey magical.
Right.
And it's a memory.
So it's no more a client, you're building another family, it's a friendship that you're joining. And I think a lot of people shy away after a sale. You're the first person who goes to the family a couple of times, 100 times.
See, NPL is a classic example.
Yes.
You have been a part of it. Team Rapture has always been an instrumental part of that NPL journey. And we are in season 5. You see the emotions during the opening ceremony, during the closing ceremony. Thousands of people, all age groups, were my clients at one point of time. Today they are my family.
Exactly.
And the same goes with the eastern side of the city as well. There again we have 16 projects.
Huge.
And that's the Nyati Premier League on the east side.
East side, yes. We call it the East Fest.
East Fest. So again, thousands of people there as well. And that's the journey so far.
I'm not flattering you, but being in this industry for about 18 years myself, I have hardly ever seen any real estate magnate as big as yours coming face on with the families that they've already sold to. And this is such an exceptional move. When you discussed this concept to me, I said, would this just be a sports tournament and Mr. Harish would never come here? But the first year onwards, when I saw you, you were there playing the sport by yourself, you were coordinating, you were tossing the ball there, and you were interfacing with almost all the public which was there, all the families who were there. I think that is a difference of the county fest that you have done.
Yeah.
And I think that's the brand. It's a brand with emotion that has gone so big and so viral.
So deep, and at the same time, people now look forward to it.
Yes.
People in fact start talking about it since June, July, because they know that come November, come December, the fest is going to take off. So they start actually the prep to get into it.
So I'll give you an insight. We just got a little news from across county that everyone is already practicing to be a part of this entire event. So they're going to do their
They've
own
kept
auditions.
coaches.
Yes, they've got coaches to put
Absolutely.
it together.
Absolutely. And it's not about the money. It's not about the prize money at all, Gabriel. It's about the prestige they bring to their society.
And the
to
honor that
project.
they have.
Absolutely.
Wow. So it's a brand that's Nyati County that has created by itself. And thank you, Mr. Harish. We're going to just get into a quick rapid fire questionnaire.
I love fire. Bring it on.
So this is the most interesting part of our tea talks. Those are the rapid fire questions.
I've seen that.
You've seen that. Wonderful.
Bring it on.
So what's been your best learning?
Best learning is, like I said, financial loyalty to the company and service loyalty to the consumer. And one more learning, that we're in the business of real estate. All consumers will be happily dissatisfied. They are happy, but they're dissatisfied.
They're dissatisfied also. Best piece of advice that you've received and by whom?
Marketing is an investment, not an expense.
Deep.
Learned it actually.
A quote that has stayed with you forever and ever.
Quite a lot. But I remember my dad, kind of advising me, on the ethics and on the moral, what should be your life based on. And those have been resonated in my life, and the value system which my parents have brought in me, that's imbibed in me. A lot of advices, I would say, is a part of that journey.
Wow.
Maybe
That's
not
made you
yeah.
what you are today.
Yes.
Yes. How would you unwind a hectic day that's like almost every day for you?
Every day, 7 days.
How
I
do you
just
unwind?
take 10 days off in a year, that's it. So you can see me working 354
Yes.
days. Absolutely. Yes.
Wow. What's the mantra of your energy?
Positivity, manifestation.
Great. Surprising fact. Now, I want you to pause for this question. Surprising fact that people don't know about you.
That I've never tasted alcohol, I didn't do cigarettes, I never tasted tobacco, and I'm a vegetarian.
Join the club apart from the vegetarian part of it. Thank you so much for this evening. It's been a great joy and a privilege to have you here. Very soon we're going to see you for a couple of more seasons together. Hope you also enjoy it.
Absolutely, and I must thank you, Gabriel, and Team Rapture for bringing this human side of me in this podcast. I mean, I've been to many talk shows, I've been to many podcasts and everything. It's all about real estate, numbers, data, analytics, and trends, and the markets, and so forth. This is the first podcast actually I have been a part of too, which is bringing the emotional side of me, and you're taking me down the memory lane. It's very nostalgic that I've actually gone back in my journey.
Thank you.
And it's something which touched this chord actually. So thank you very much for having me over, and I really loved it. And I hope the audience enjoys the insights what we've tried to give them through our perspective. And we hope to see the season 2 coming as well.
Very soon.
Very, very soon.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us with Mr. Harish Shroff at this time. We are going to catch up very soon on another season. Thank you for tuning in. Share, subscribe as much as you can. If you have any more questions for Sir, Mr. Harish himself, please shoot them out. We are going to do a lot more with this. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I love you.